Community-centered, community-supported. Alaska Public Media.
In May, King Cove Mayor Warren Wilson wrote an opinion piece in the Anchorage Daily News. The headline was stark: "Fighting for Our Lives in King Cove." The Peter Pan plant, which had run year-round for the past 5 decades, had already been closed all winter. That it would stay closed indefinitely was a shock. Wilson wrote that he was worried King Cove was on the edge of becoming a ghost town.
If I had to write that story again now, there would, it'll be a little more gloom and doom in it, I know. But we're still fighting for our lives for sure.
The shuttered Peter Pan plant is sprawling. It dominates the waterfront. Bunkhouses once housed hundreds of staff who processed crab, salmon, pollock, and more. Today, 2 containers block the main entrance to the plant. There's not much to see from outside. Much of the normally bustling area around the plant is quiet. The school, though, is still busy, and that's where we meet Etta Kazakin in the library.
So Peter Pan was the heart of our community for many, many years.
People here talk about fishing for Peter Pan for decades, or their whole lives. And with the plant idled, Kazakin says life just feels different.
A great example is driving down the road, at 7 a.m. to go to work, and it's peaceful. There's no humming. There's no boats in the bay. There's nothing. I've never heard that. I'm born and raised here. I'm 47 years old, and I've never not heard those noises before. The silence is deafening.
The hum is gone, but King Cove's fishermen are still fishing. Many have no other choice. They're fighting storms, low fish prices, and rising costs, and doing everything they can to stay afloat. But it's not easy, and some are thinking about leaving.
Oh yeah, if it don't open up, not staying here.
Ken Mack has been fishing out of King Cove for decades, and with no fish plant to support the primarily small boat fleet, fishermen like Mack are forced to sail hours out of their way to supply their boats and deliver their catch.
Right now we're running 6 hours to Falls Pass to get fuel and bait, and we're running 9 hours to Sandpoint to get rid of the crab or halibut, whatever you catch. So it's you have to cut off that expense. Only way you cut that expense off is move someplace.
The plant closure is also taking a toll on the city's finances. Some 70% of the city's general fund revenues come from fish taxes and sales taxes connected to the fishing industry. Mayor Warren Wilson says so far the city itself has been able to hang on with savings that squirreled away during years when the fishing was good. But Wilson says that can't go on forever.
If it's not up running next year, the cuts will be happening.
But whether the plant ever will reopen is not clear. Peter Pan is being sold off for parts in a Seattle court. One of the investors who bought Peter Pan from a Japanese conglomerate recently won an auction to purchase the plant. But the community is still waiting for an announcement about the plant's future. Reporting in King Cove, I'm Eric Stone.